This is Martin here with your daily weather forecast for today. So we look at our weather. Today we're checking it about half hour before we've been checking it, but our temperature currently is
32 degrees.
And
Sunny.
We have sun today. Our high is about 52. Our low is about 29 today. I think, and we have our blinds closed, but the biggest difference between today and yesterday, it's actually colder right now than it was yesterday around this time. But what do we have that we didn't have yesterday?
Sun.
We have sun. Our chances of rain or precipitation in general are way down. Yesterday we looked at the radar and we predicted that today we would have what? Snow. But what happened?
It snowed.
It didn't change necessarily. What happened?
No, it sleeted.
We had snow yesterday. It snowed earlier than we anticipated, right? So that radar was happening, and what was directly west of us, we got a lot sooner than we thought we would, didn't we? So we know we would have to look a little bit further past that to see where the weather is that would be coming to us. And I guess it depends on how fast it's moving too. Kason.
When I was running back here, I saw the grass was frozen.
Yeah, so when I left school yesterday too, I thought it was pretty cool that it had rained and the rain caught on the trees and it was hanging off the trees like this far. And it was when the sun was shining, like it was all frozen, but all the trees looked like they were just icicles. It was the coolest thing. And the grass, the grass this morning is the same, where it was frosted over. Houses looked like they were frosted over. It looked like it snowed, but it was just a frost. We do see our temperatures a little bit. So we've got 40 is about our high for this morning, 50 this afternoon-ish, and then it gets colder overnight, which is pretty typical, pretty standard. Grayson.
We're probably gonna get not bad weather over because I see those clouds up in the sky. Those ones that are really high up in the air.
Yeah, we've got some really high clouds right now. It's a great observation.
What is a frost?
Frost is going to be, it's like when we have that, naturally it's that when things start to evaporate or there's like the condensation on things, and when it gets cold enough it freezes, and that's what that frost is that condensation freezing. Yeah. Just frost is going to be a little bit lighter. So let's go ahead and look at the radar and just kind of see where we're at. Does that sound good?
Yes.
See what's happening in Waverly, Nebraska and surrounding areas. I feel like this is how we should start our day every day, even when weather isn't our science topic. Just talking about the weather. Maybe you guys would wear jackets when you needed them. Okay, so this is our radar. We're going to zoom out a little bit so we can kind of see. Remember, this is our signal of where we're at right now. Now, I want to point out, yesterday, what was over us? And look where it's at now. But then, if we look more to the west of us, a few places are getting snow, right?
Yes.
And right over here, this is going to be heading towards the Rocky Mountains, because the Rocky Mountains are going to go whoop right around here. This is heading towards those Rocky Mountains. And oftentimes when the snow or the weather heads that way, one side will get the weather and then it can kind of stop and it won't travel further. Sometimes it does continue on. So we'll see. I'm choosing not to because you keep shouting out. We see that snow right there. We'll see if it makes its way over or if that weather front expands and there becomes a bigger range of snow as well as they get into colder parts of the country, because it's not super, super cold over here. It's usually pretty warm over here. A little bit colder here. Pretty dang cold right here. It's pretty cold all over there. But we start to see that a little bit. Fabulous. So we know, zoom out a little bit more. Oh, look at Alaska. They're getting some rain up there, aren't they? Pretty nice, guys. We will go ahead and move on from our weather, but we will write our weather. Our weather this morning was
52 degrees.
32 degrees.